Well, if that's the only guy they got, and these guys come back, we'll just form a party and we'll split this medium chest in 2 minutes. Thanks for the sub. There's a gnarly echo. When I speak or type, there's a gnarly echo. Okay, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that. It may be the Discord emulation in there. Just gonna check on that real quick. Yeah, Discord's disabled. I'm gonna pull up my stream so I can listen to it real quick. Alright, just a test real quick. Oh yeah, audio is bad. Alright, let me see if I can reinitialize that and fix it. Alright, test again. No, it's still really bad echo. Let's do another quick test. I'll pull this back up. Okay, I think that fixed the issue. So it looks like what was going on there is, for whatever reason, my web camera audio was being picked up on the actual web camera and my Yeti mic at the exact same time. And that's never happened before, so I don't know why that suddenly happened. So I actually disabled the sound option on the web camera completely, and we should be good now. So, Goons, you help me troubleshoot stuff. Are you in Albion right now? If you're in Albion on the Asia server, I've got something for you.
Looking for safe passage?
Yeah, no worries. I always like to, if somebody helps me fix a problem, I'm happy to help them out. But if you are in-game on the Asia server and you want to come to Limhurst, I will give you a prize.
Don't be shy. Deal.
Just meet me in the bank in Limhurst. And then your horse can also be amazing. Oh, it says you don't exist. Are you on a different server? I'm on the Asia server.
Trade?
You're on the US server. Bro, I got you. And you just started? Let me log in on my NA. I'm gonna put a be right back screen on real quick. But dude, I've got like so much money, I don't even know what to do with it on NA. It's fine. Give me a second. We're just gonna put a be right back screen on. I'm gonna switch over. Yeah, I'm not playing on the US servers right now because I moved to Thailand, so it's the ping's about 300, so it's not, I can't really PvP over there, which is what I really like to do in the game. Yeah, I mean, I went to Thailand a few times before, and then I met a girl here, and you know how that goes, you know, so I ended up coming back, and we've been together for 3 years now. Thailand, I mean, a lot of it has to do with cost of living, so cost of living in the US is just astronomical right now. And, you know, I did the whole thing, saved up, bought a house, the whole bit, and then I ended up just renting it out and leaving because the cost of living was just getting too far out of hand, especially for me being semi-retired at this point. And so anyway, let me pull that screen back off. So I forgot to do that. There we go. So yeah, what city am I even in? Oh, I'm also still in Limhurst. Yeah, come to Limhurst, bro. I got you.
Made a profit?
What are you leveling right now? Anything you need? Because
got everything?
I'm gonna show you why. Like, I'm just gonna be pretty candid with it.
Ready to leave?
Let's see here. Just go into
Let's go.
one of my islands here. See, on this server, I have guild islands on every single island, or every single city, filled with stuff. And just on this one, this is my arcane crafting. This is just a pile of Adept's crystal shards that I have saved up for later in the season. This is just an investment that I did at the end of the season. So I'm going to be taking all these shards and converting them into probably Star Touch crystal pieces for the Astral Staff, and then crafting those up. But I do need to burn my focus off on this character. Anyway, what do we got? What do we got for stuffs? Let me look at my transfers. Nothing on this guy. But yeah, what do you tell me what you're leveling? What are you leveling right now? What is your current goal in Albion?
Where you headed? Hold tight.
Armor spec? Gotcha.
Want a trade?
Well, everybody should have one of these horses.
Stay honest.
This is one of the better things to have. If you come to the bank, look for the promised... Oh, I see you right there. Well, try. Take this gallon horse. It is a really good item to have when you have like a good set, especially if you're in the black zone or you know, something like that, and you want to avoid gankers, the ability on the Gallant is fantastic for getting you out of a pinch, getting you out of a bad spot. So, you know, anyone who's leveling, if you end up getting into a black zone guild and you need to do transports, but you're not carrying a huge amount, you can use a Gallant horse for that. Use the passive on it, and it'll really help you out. Or you can sell it and buy whatever you want with it. But I think that's one of the better options in the game for sure. All right, I'm gonna put the Be Right Back screen on, and then I'm gonna switch back over to the Asia server. Yeah, yeah. Just keep in mind, I mean, it is a 1 mil horse, right? So you don't want to just essentially level going around with it with that particular horse. But if you're doing specifically transports, or you have like high level gear and you're doing like group dungeons with your friends in the black zone, it's an excellent mount to use to protect that higher tier set. Like for example, let's say you're wearing 6'3", so your set's going to be like 3-4 million, then you're going to be on a Gallant horse, right? Because you don't want to be that one guy in a group of 5 or 6 that gets dismounted. And in the yellow zone, you don't really have to worry about it in the yellow zone too much. You know, you'll get knocked down, but you can always repair. Yeah. But no, I appreciate you telling me about the issue, because if you hadn't have said something, I've had people coming in and out of the stream most of the day, and usually my stream numbers are higher by this point in the night. So that explains a lot. You know, I wouldn't want to sit there and have to listen to that either. So if you hadn't have said anything, I'd have gone the entire stream all the way till 2 a.m. with a really crap echo going on. Yeah, it's still on. It'll be off in a moment. I turned it on when I'm just swapping like in between accounts or doing something like that. And right now I am just getting back to the hideout, and then I'll throw it back on. There we go. So I'm back in my hideout now. So yeah, but I'll show you some more content real quick. I'm gonna throw on. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing a high sustain build with nature, and you can use battle axe as well for a high sustain build in the Merc jacket. But generally, what I'm doing is I'm leveling any plate boot because it has the rejuvenating sprint ability. So I'm generally going through all of the plate boots right now, and I'm going through all of the nature staffs. And that's kind of the goal there. Wait, where is my potions? There we go. And then I don't think these guys realize that I have the chat covered up. Whenever I come into, because they know I'm always streaming, they always just start saying weird stuff in Say Chat, which you can see above their heads when they're saying it, but the chat box itself I have blocked off for that very reason. Into a yellow zone solo dungeon? Oh my god. Yeah, solo dungeons anymore, like, they used to be pretty good. So there was a time, and this is probably in maybe about a year ago, you know, maybe before that. The loot in them was extremely good, and you could clear them extremely fast. And in the Horizons patch, what they did is they increase the damage that T7 and T8 NPCs dish out. So the NPCs in the higher tier solo dungeons, it takes higher tier sets or more time to clear each one. And are you kidding me? I just saw a map. I just saw a map. Where is it? Let me pull this up. Is it gone now? I swear I just saw a map. Unless it just disappeared while I was going around this area. Let's go up here and check. Yeah, it disappeared. Go figure, man. But anyway, so like I was saying, you can they're a lot more difficult. They take a lot more time, and I don't believe that their reward is worth as much on the solos anymore. But from a fame perspective, what you can do is you can get a cheap set, and I would recommend Battle Axe. Like if I had to recommend any set to anybody, I would do Battle Axe. It has the more sustain than really anything in the game, except for maybe Blood Moon, and Blood Moon's just insanely expensive to level. You know, just for the staff itself. But Battle Axe you can go cheap because it's a non-artifact weapon. Oh, they were doing the aspect. So yeah, non-artifact weapon, good sustain. It has life leech on it, so every hit, you know, passively you're gaining HP for every hit. And then on top of that, its E ability on the second cast of the E, it's an axe throw. When it hits the target, you're going to gain a whole bunch of HP. And then you combine that with a mercenary jacket, and it's really good. And then from a PvP perspective, you can really use almost any helmet with it to level. But if you're wanting to like PvP, you can use Helm of Valor, which has got a purge on it. You can use for 1v1, you can use the Hunter helmet, or you know, so that way you've got a reflect on there as well. You can use Cowl of Purity, which is going to be a laser beam type damage. Like when somebody tries to run away from you, you can hit them with it, and it does like 2 ticks of high damage on Cowl of Purity. So it's pretty flexible, but you can level a lot. And then for boots, it's just plate boots, whatever plate boots you want to pick. That way you've got that heal run, that refreshing sprint on your boots. And then for your offhand, I recommend Mistcaller just because it keeps your cooldowns low, but I also enjoy using the Moisac. So Moisac increases your damage substantially, but you must use a Limhurst Cape if you use the Moisac, because you will just eat through your energy so quickly. But it's a really good build. I've used it for years. It's my go-to for farming high-level, like the one-sword Avalonian mobs that have like high-end resources and stuff like that. So I use Battle Axe for that. And I do it all solo. So like you can do the T8 one-sword, like high HP mobs solo with Battle Axe, no problem. You need good spec, but it's relatively easy. And then from a PvP standpoint, oh, I'm on heal abilities. I gotta swap this out. You can, a lot of 1v1s, people aren't going to want to fight you because you just have so much sustain that you're going to win the fight over time. A few things you want to stay away from are like death givers. You know, like you don't want to fight death givers. You wouldn't want to 1v1 well, I mean, I've won a few of them, but in general speaking, you don't want to 1v1 like a Blood Moon or Prowling. Prowling is a toss-up. You could win against Prowling. And then anything that's very kitey, you have to understand on the Battle Axe, in your W's, you have one called Battle Rush. So if you're going to fight something like Chill Howl, or any of the ice staffs that are real kitey, warbow, something like that, you need to switch to the battle rush ability. And then you'll be able to stay right on top of them as they kite. And they just can't deal with the damage that you put out when you're doing that. And that's pretty much Battle Axe in a nutshell. We're just going to check around the Terry. Sometimes if I don't check here very often, then the maps get stuck on this side of the Terry. Okay, so I'm answering this from Discord. It says, why don't you go to the tier 8 zone? So the tier 8 mobs are substantially more difficult, and because it's really an IP check, I would need about another 100 IP on my current build to be able to do that content. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so I can show you a trick here, maybe. I don't really want to fight all of that at once. I do want to kill that. That's 330,000 fame on that mob. So we're just going to see if we can... I don't know if I'll be able to pull all this, but if I can kill like one thing, then we might be able to do it. Okay, we're just going to have to tag it. Yep, that's too much. We're gonna get down here. Oh, nope, we didn't. Almost. Are the maps what open the boss? Yes. So, if you do, like solo content, for example. We might die here. Nope. We're gonna be good. And we're leaving. And we dodge him. Very nice. That was a bear paws. Oh, but the guy, yeah. This guy's gonna dismount ahead of me and try to go for me. Oh, he's on fire. I'm not worried about him. Our territory's in this other zone, so if they want to keep following me, they're gonna be SOL. Just a little juke.